Climate change and its effects are causing irreversible loss and damage to the world. However, it affects some more than others. Women, the elderly and marginalised groups are often impacted worst by shifting weather patterns and climate-induced risks like droughts and floods. Pre-existing socio-economic conditions and assumed gender norms combined with overlooked rights principles further expose communities to risks. The Building Resilience Through Inclusive and Climate-Adaptive Disaster Risk Reduction in Asia-Pacific (BRDR) program puts gender-equal, rights-based and inclusive approaches at the heart of building resilience. BRDR focused on ensuring different vulnerable groups are counted and participating in all aspects of disaster risk reduction, upholding fundamental rights and enhancing the accountability of state actors, supporting women to realise and fulfil their full potentials in climate and disaster-resilient development.
The BRDR program has made a significant impact in placing gender equality, rights-based and proper approaches to the forefront of improving DRR systems in the Asia-Pacific region. It has established evidence-based methods, tools, and practices for building the resilience of the most vulnerable communities in its pilot countries, including the Philippines in the municipality of Itogon.
The BRDR program aims to bring about more clarity on the interface of rights and equality within the disaster risk reduction domain. It has achieved this through its Framework for Integrating Rights and Equality, which is an important analytical tool on inclusive risk management. Apart from designing frameworks, BRDR also embarked on a series of stakeholder consultations. In the digital world, the team helped improve risk assessment methodologies, gender equal and rights-based aspects in the BPAD and VisRisk in Nepal, and REDUS and GeoRisk PH platforms in the Philippines.
The NDRMA worked closely with ADPC in terms of identifying the need to undertake mapping assets, mapping households, and the people who are vulnerable within those assets. So this platform is scalable in that means that similar other municipalities with higher level of risks are able to identify such most vulnerable people down to a household level.
What is exciting about this is that it enabled us to develop a questionnaire tool that puts in gender and human rights to assess the vulnerability of a given community.
To mainstream inclusive approaches in disaster and climate resilience planning process, BRDR worked with local authorities and partners to develop an inclusive local disaster and climate resilience plan in Nepal. Meanwhile, in the Philippines' Itogon municipality, the program facilitated an inclusive, comprehensive land use plan for resilient development. Localization is at the core of resilient communities, and as such, BRDR worked with ADPC's Asian Preparedness Partnership Program to integrate rights approaches into all different disaster processes, like early warning, evacuations, and camp management.
We are always trying to get engaged with disability people because we believe disaster has more effect on disabilities. So we have to engage them more.
Building on international commitments, BRDR, together with the United Nations Development Programme, also supported the Philippines Office of Civil Defence to strengthen Sendai framework monitoring in the country. BRDR also worked together with the existing women networks and practitioners to set strong foundations for women's leadership.
Every year we are facing different disasters, and when we are visiting community, we have seen so many issues at the community level, especially with the women and girls. But at the same time, women are not only the vulnerable group, they are the change maker of the society.
On a wider scale, the Regional Consultative Committee offers a unique platform to the member countries for promoting inclusive practices in the Asia-Pacific region. Using this platform, BRDR has remained active and made significant contributions to its discussions. ADPC recognizes gender equality, diversity, and the fulfillment of human rights as a prerequisite for ensuring meaningful DRR practices. And as such, BRDR helped embrace gender and diversity as a cross-cutting issue. Disasters and climate change deepen existing inequalities, and it is up to everyone to find gender-equal and inclusive solutions for DRR and climate resilience.